Everybody, I am taking a road trip. I'm headed up to my sister's, about 3 hours away from where I am now. She is my sister Kelly, a.k.a. Pup. That's my nickname for her that I've had ever since a really long time ago. But anyway, she is in an art show, so I'm taking the next day off from work to go check that out tonight. So Tyler can't come with me. He has to work tomorrow, so I am just gonna make a road trip out of it. It's a several-hour drive, but I'll check in with you throughout, you know, along the way, and I will show you some of the action once I get to the art show. All right, guys, just stopped off for a sugar-free Red Bull because I've been up for a while today and I'm feeling a little bit tired. I am at like the busiest gas station ever. There are so many, I don't know, you can't really tell from this shot, but there were cars at every pump when I got here, and there are a ton of pumps, and there are a bunch of cars like parked here. There's a McDonald's nearby, and it's just crazy. But yeah, got myself my Red Bull, my egg salad sandwich, and I am ready to get back on the road. Not driving now, we are actually on our way to her art show. I am riding with Dad there and Mom, and that car ahead of us is Pup and her husband Jeff, and in my lap I am holding one of Pup's signature snack items that she has made for the art show, which are her cheese balls that come off looking kind of like pine cones. They're really neat. It's like a what all's in this? Do you remember what's in this one? Kind of like a cream cheese based. There's some bacon in there, some herbs and spices and stuff. It's very tasty, and you can eat it just with these almonds. Or you could use a cracker or something, but they're very cute. They come off looking like big pine cones. You can check Pup's blog if you want to see that recipe. She has a lot of different recipes on her blog. But Mom, how was the trip over for you guys?
It was very nice. Air-conditioned car made it nice. It was very
steamy. Yeah,
steamy outside, but we had a good trip and the weather was sunny.
Let's Pup up ahead. She's followed by her entourage for the evening. Pup looking like a movie star.
You're looking like a movie star.
I'm just in my romper.
She was doing this in the car. Oh, were you?
What are you toting, Pup?
I've got some sugar cookies that I've decorated. And a little thing to put them in.
Sweet. So there's Pup, Mom, Jeff, and Dad.
You should get yourself in your cute little outfit.
So this is the art show Pup is part of here. You can see through the window. There's one of her awesome, awesome works of art. Several other artists are involved in the show, so we'll take a closer look. And peonies. This one is wonderful. We'll get back into it. This is her mussels. Just amazing, and you can check out kellyeddington.com for more on these. I don't know how well it's going to come off on camera, but they are gorgeous watercolors.
I've always done watercolor ever since Poof was a baby. You know, I stole a watercolor set from Baby Poof one summer when I was in high school, and I kind of taught myself how to paint with it because we didn't have any other art supplies in the house. So ever since, it's just been my favorite thing to do art-wise. I've learned how to do all the other kind of mediums, but I've always come back to this. And I've done abstract watercolors, but lately realistic watercolor is what I've been wanting to do. Portraits and stuff take me, you know, like 10 or 12 days usually to do, and the flowers are maybe more like 2 or 3. So they're quicker and a little bit looser, and the portraits are just really, really tight.
So we have a lovely little refreshment table here. some vegetables, some fruit, the pine cones, and then these are Pup's amazingly decorated sugar cookies. She's got strawberries, donkeys, watermelons. State of Illinois.
It's like a national watercolor show for small scale watercolors called Small Waters, and it starts in August and ends in August. It's up in Elmhurst, Illinois. So I got into that. That was like a competition where you send in your work, and if they say yes, she gets me in it. So I got to do some
paintings by the other artists.
KellyEddington.com.
It's really cool too. You can check out the different pictures and the explanations behind everything.
You sure can. I do a lot of writing on the site, so it's, I don't know, a little more fun than just looking at pictures. You kind of learn a little bit of the stories about it.
There's some that Pup has recently done. And a glare on some of these, just gorgeous. I remember when you were working on this, because you were actually doing this at Mom and Dad's, but you altered the background to make it probably even more difficult than it was originally, right?
Absolutely. This is kind of a combination of my apartment at the time and Mom and Dad's house, and like the living room of Mom and Dad's house, but we're in the kitchen.
I love that it's you working on a painting, so therefore you had to recreate some of a painting you were working on with it.
That was kind of tedious.
It's so real too, because Bun would always like to sit there near you while you painted, and I remember a time when I believe Bun stepped right on your painting.
She stepped in like an area like this that was wet, and she stepped on one of these flowers as she worked her way over to her little place where she was.
Was that the angriest you've ever been at Bun, or how did you react and how did you handle it?
I just kind of gasped, and really, she stepped in a good spot, and she stepped with good colors. So if we go downstairs and look at it, you will see that paw print is still in there, and I have kind of disguised it a little bit, but it's still in there. So it's our little collaborative piece now.
Wait just a minute here.
Yep.
Is that it? I can see remnants of a little cat footprint there. Oh, but if you hadn't told me to look for it.
I mean, it kind of works.
Not everybody can make it to Champaign, Urbana, or Illinois to see an art show, but I'm sure there's something going on in your town or where you live, so check it out and see what you can learn about art and the artists where you live. I think there's an interesting story behind everything. Just like there is in news, when you're talking to a person, you're talking to a person about a painting, you learn something new about them. So
you are awesome.
These are my deep thoughts. What do you say to people who think they have absolutely no talent in the world of art?
Well, I've been an art teacher for 17 years, and I think anybody can at least learn how to do basic art skills. Like I always say, if you can type or drive a car, it's just a physical skill like that. It's not some mystical thing that like 1 or 2% of the people can do. I think most people can learn how to at least draw. And so I think if you try and really practice and work at it for 20 years like I have, you get good at it. You just have to have the love